am level 108. So I do have quite experience on this game. So I'm going to be showing you guys how an over level 100 player plays DEADRAILS. So at the beginning of the spawn area, I'd first recommend just buying 3 pieces of coal. I am also using the vampire class for this. And with the spare remaining 10, I'll just buy a bandage. So what I'm going to be doing in this video mainly is just showing you guys how I beat the game, really, how to do each encounter and point of interest as easily as possible. So let's get into it, guys. All right, so I always buy 3 coal at the beginning, and I will always 100% raid the first town. So I will cut to how I beat the first town here. All right, so the first town is approaching right now. It is on our right side. And if you guys just follow what I do, you will not have a problem beating this game at all. So what I'm going to do is just go and head off straight to the church. This is one of the newer methods I have learnt. We've got to be careful for dynamite zombie. He can definitely ruin our run, and there's for some reason a werewolf. I did just pop my bandage here, and what I want to do is just get all the zombies in together, and when the zombies are all grouped up, I will use the holy water, just getting in a little bit of damage while I'm running around, just because I take sun damage. So now that most of the zombies are grouped up here, I will pop the holy water right here. That'll take most of the damage out, and this werewolf is actually going to be a bit of trouble for me. Just have to just be out of his range, and oh, he's dead now. All right, so with the rest of these remaining zombies, I will just clear them up, and I also need to find out where the guy with the code is. There's quite a few zombies in here, and then we'll be able to read the bank. Is he in part of this stack here? No, might be on this side. Here he is. There's another zombie. All right, so we got the code for here, 66431. It's hitting me. He's behind this wall. 66431. With that, we'll collect all the bonds, except there's only 1 bond in here, so it's only a bond. And I did see some valuables that we can actually grab in these other houses here. So make sure you do check the other houses as well. Also, just have a spare look if there's any more holy water, but there isn't. Take this coal, extra fuel, and after this we will head off to the safe zone. Did see some snake oils in the doctor, so I will definitely just raid that quickly, and we'll take this as well just to add as extra fuel. Take all of this stuff, and that's another snake oil. That's perfect. That's quite a decent amount of snake oils. We're gonna head off now because it is the night time. Don't want to be caught with the zombies here. So I'm going to go through every point of interest, guys, and just show you easiest ways to complete them all, just so you get a smooth DEADRAILS run. If you just follow what I do, you'll be good. So we just completed a small town, and the next time I show me raiding a town in this video is probably going to be when we find a medium or large town, just so you know what to do in those scenarios where the towns are a little bit bigger. But it's pretty much the same thing, really. I'll put these into that. All right, because we are the vampire class, for the first area, I will buy the armor that they are selling here. So in this case, it's just a left shoulder pad, which isn't the best, to be honest, but it is okay. And we'll buy a couple more coals because the next town should be a big one. So we'll stop by there, and I'll show you guys how to raid that one as well. I do have plenty of healing items from that previous town, so I will buy a rifle. It doesn't have any weapon ammo right now, but I will be able to afford that pretty quickly. I could sell this crucifix as well, but they're pretty handy in terms of actually clearing out these towns here. There is a doctor here, so I will just have a look at what they have, and we'll let the turrets actually kill them. There's nothing, just bandages. We'll take them anyways. And with that, we'll move off to whatever the next point of interest is for the video. All right, so we are approaching the second point of interest that I'll show you guys in the video, and it is a really big town. So how we're going to raid this is pretty much the similar concept as the first town, by just grouping up all the zombies here. I saved one of the crucifix from the previous town, so that will help clearing out these zombies a little bit easier. And what I like to do is just scout out where all the banks are. There seems to only be 1 bank here, and there's only 1 bank in this whole town. So what I'll do is just group all these zombies up together, and after that I will drop this crucifix on them. I will pop a bandage just because I'm a bit low here, and I will just go to the church and find out where the other crucifix is, and I'll use that on them. All right, so that's all of them, or most of them, pretty much dead. So we'll now raid the bank. 14624. 624. So yeah, guys, that's how easy it is. Just literally follow what I do, and you'll be able to do the large towns as well, not just the small towns. I'll pop another bandage just so I don't actually end up dying here. And I'll actually have a look at inside the sheriff case. They have some rifle ammo for me. Doesn't look like it. We'll take the ammo there. There is a gunsmith over there. There is a guy with a gun there, so I will just use my rifle on him. No, I think that's just another rifle. All right, so we'll probably head off now. Back to the train we go. Actually, there is one more, what's this called? Gunsmith. There is some rifle ammo, so we'll take that. And another rifle. There's quite a few rifles all over the place. Might be some more in here. Doesn't look like it though. And there is a Fort Constitution just up ahead there, so I'm gonna have a look at that as well. It is nighttime and it's also vampire night, so hopefully we can actually raid this without dying here. Make sure my inventory is full up on healing items, and we will try go for this. We do need to worry about these guys because they can do a lot of damage, especially how they have guns here. That's what you gotta be worried about. And they do just spawn out of nowhere. Just gotta make sure you kill the guys with guns first, because they're the ones especially that can just ruin your run here. And the knives as well. The ones with the knives, they can be dangerous. And what we're looking for here is Captain Prescott, which here he is. And that's that. You have quite a few vampires and stuff. So we've done that. We've collected the bonds, and we'll quickly move off to our train. Up a snake oil just so we don't die. And that is how you get the bonds from the Fort Constitution, guys. And with that, we're just going to move off to this next safe zone. We gotta go, especially before the zombies on the horses spawn in, because they can be quite annoying as well. So just like that, guys, that's 3 of the areas, and that's how you do them quickly. All right, so just to update you guys, I just bought plenty of coal and also quite a decent amount of healing items for the next area, whatever we encounter next. I did just forget to actually buy some extra rifle ammo, but it's okay. As long as we raid the towns or whatever, the next point of interest. Actually, I just realized on the Fort Constitution, I could have actually got the ammo from there, but completely forgot about that. I'm going to check inside of here if there's any ammo, but it doesn't seem like it. Oh, there is actually. Nice. We'll take that. And we'll take the revolver as well. Because we do have quite a decent amount of revolver ammo. So I guess our next point of interest is the Tesla lab. So here again, I will show you guys how to summon Tesla boss, and then also how to easily just survive all the zombie waves. I'm not sure why the intense music is playing, but make sure I'll show you guys here to grab all the parts. So the legs are over there, the brain in the jar is here. There's another part of his body over there, and I think we're missing one more piece, which is inside this room here. Here it is. After, don't forget, guys, to collect the valuables, which is over here on these tables, which we can definitely sell. Oh, missing a leg. I will just have these in my inventory just so when we move off to the next area. There's a final piece right here. The leg is right here. After that, you go over here and just turn the power on. And now is when waves of zombies will start spawning. So here, you got to play it safe and careful, guys, because quite a lot of them do come. So definitely have your gun out. And what I would do, guys, instead of shooting them from far away, is let the zombies come a little bit closer, just so you guarantee the headshot. And it just one-shots them, because look at that right there. When they're far away, it does not one-shot them straight away. So you don't really want to waste 2 bullets trying to kill them. 1 should be enough. And they do spawn in from all around you, so just be careful about that, guys. Just have a look at your surroundings all the time, and you'll be fine. And if you do like one-shot them, you can just finish them off with your vampire knife. But do make sure you're just having a look around, because these zombies, they don't really make any noise until they're right next to you, and then they just scare you. I am quite low on rifle ammo, because I did forget about that. And we kind of have some bad timing, guys, because it is a werewolf night, I think. Yes, it is. So there are going to be some big bad werewolves trying to kill me. And I don't really have the ammo for it. So I will just use my knife on these guys for now. But I do have some holy waters, so we do have to use that on them. There is the first werewolf. So what we're going to do is just run around here. Oh, he just got struck by lightning. Pop a snake oil. Don't really want to die to him. All right, I'm quite low here. So I do have the electrocutioner, so I'll bring these guys out and I will just shoot them with the electrocutioner just to make my life easier here, just so I don't die and we can finish collecting the rest of the bonds. There you go. And don't forget to collect the bonds here, guys. The electrocutioner spawns here as well. And with that, we will move off to the next safe zone. Could have been a very hard situation there, but luckily enough, the electrocutioner spawned in at the right time, so I was able to pick it up and just finish off all those enemies in one shot. Here's a tip for you guys as well. Once your electrocutioner runs low on ammo, because you're farming the holy waters from the towns, you can use that to just regenerate the electrocutioner, which is always a good thing. The electrocutioner is the most powerful weapon in this whole game. Okay, we are at the 30,000 meter safe zone, and I saw a doctor here, so we're just gonna have a look if there's any healing stuff, which there is. So we'll take all of that. So all this healing, they are definitely helpful in completing dead rails. I'm just gonna put this in the fire. I think I have a zombie body, yes. All right, let's just sell off all our valuables here and then buy some rifle ammo. So I did forget that last time. Buy some rifle ammo and probably a couple snake oils. Let's have a look at my inventory here. I think I should have some snake oils. And what we'll do is just rearrange it to have some snake oils in the hotbar. That's also another tip, guys. Just make sure you have snake oils in your hotbar, just so if you ever get in a low situation, you can just switch to it quickly and activate them. All right, with that, we can move off to the next area. So currently we've done the Fort Constitution and we've done the Tesla Lab, and I've shown you how to do the small towns and the large towns. So I'm not really going to show you the medium towns because it's essentially the same tactic, but I will show you next point of interest whenever we get to it is either the castle or the Sterling town. So let's see what we get here. So in the distance there, we can see the next point of interest, and it is a castle. So this is probably one of the harder ones. I'm just going to clear these outlaws before we're going to attempt that. We don't want to really die. All right, so those are the outlaws dead. So what we're going to do, just push the train up a little bit. And this, like I said, guys, this is probably one of the harder areas of the game. Definitely one of the harder point of interest, because purely because the werewolves that spawn in, there is quite a few of them. But because you have the electrocutioner, it is easy. But you can also easily do this with the rifle and just shoot them in the head. But if they're stacked up like this, you can just shoot them with the electrocutioner there. And I would also advise you guys to definitely have snake oils at hand here, because these guys are fast. So you need to be able to run away from them. If you group them up like this and just use your electrocutioner, you just get one shot. So the best tactic I would use for this, guys, is just go to this area here, wait for them to spawn in, and when they spawn in, just run out of the front door and should be able to take them out one at a time. Definitely it's better to take them out one at a time than, oh my god, than to face them all inside this building, because it doesn't give you much space inside there. So if you stay outside like here, you will definitely have a better chance at completing and finishing off all the enemies inside the castle. Like you saw there, I nearly died to the werewolf actually attacking me, so definitely have to be careful. Always have the snake oils at hand, because they definitely save your life 100 times in this game. So when they're grouped up like this, it's just easier to just use the electrocutioner like this, and we'll just regenerate our health a little bit off these fires, off the zombies. And we'll go close here again, have the electrocution at hand. He was grouped up with all of them there, so I just shot him. And I think you're done sometimes, and then more just spawn in. We're done soon, maybe. Let's have a look if there's any more. I think we're done now. I'll start off at the bottom floor. There's too many zombies. Finish these zombies off. So when you come in, turn left. This is the first room. You'll see sometimes a bond behind here, not all the time. And you will see some valuables on these shelves, and you just got to jump up for them. And you'll also see some bonds. So make sure you grab all of the useful stuff from the left side room here. For some reason, this noise is making me think there's a werewolf nearby. Let's just have a quick look, but it doesn't seem like it. So make sure you grab everything from here. There's some bonds on this shelf on the right side here as well. And now we'll move off to the right room. There's a bond here, here. Just have a look inside the corners. There's no more bonds for me there, but there's also gold plates on top of here. You can easily sell those for extra cash. And upstairs in the top right room, there's a bond here, so gold paintings, which we'll collect. And inside here, there's also a vampire knife. You can sell that if you're already using the vampire class, or just keep the knife for your own game and use. Some bonds up here with a statue, golden statue. We'll keep that to sell. Bonds over here, and we'll grab the rifle ammo for sure, and these bars. And we'll just take the healing items in case we need them. And for these silver statues, we can also, we'll bring one of them because we have space to carry one. And with that, we will move off to the next area here. So we are approaching the halfway mark here of 40,000 meters. By this point, you guys should be really looted out. You shouldn't really have any problems at all, really, for the rest of the game. Just make sure you have plenty of healing items, plenty of rifle ammo, and if you have the electrocutioner by now, that will definitely get you out of sticky situations. So we'll sell everything we have, and I'll buy some extra snake oil and rifle ammo. Also have a look if there's any good armor pieces that we don't already have from the general store. We have a chest plate, so definitely buy armor if you have spare money, because they will definitely come in clutch. Buy 4 stacks of rifle ammo, and we'll also just top up on snake oils here. Like I mentioned before, just make sure you guys have the snake oils mainly filling up the rest of your hotbar here, because they are just a million times better than bandages. And we're going to see how much coal we have to take and how far this can take us. So we're at 40,000 meters and we have enough to go to 50. 3 more will take us to 60, so we need to buy about 6 more pieces of coal here. All right, so I think the only point of interest that we're missing now is the Sterling Town. So with that, let's head off here. We'll see if we can find the Sterling Town at this area. So you also have to bear in mind, guys, that when you do spawn in the Tesla boss and get the electrocutioner, the Tesla boss does spawn in at the end. So that's an extra hurdle you have to counter. But with the electrocutioner, it isn't hard at all, guys. Just follow what I do and it's very easy. Another tip here for you guys is because we are looking for the Sterling Town, you don't need to look to your right side. The Sterling always spawns in on the left side of the game, of the tracks even. So you don't need to look over here. Just keep your eyes focused on here, especially how this is the last point of interest remaining. And after that, we've just got Mexico to beat. So the last point of interest that we have here is the Sterling Town. So here it is. I'll show you guys what to do here, how to fully loot the cave area here. So what you first need to do, guys, is go into the church here and grab the jade tablet. What you're going to be doing is going inside the mine and finding the rest of the 3. And you also need to go in the sheriff here and get this torch, because we are going to be blowing up some dynamite. You've got to be careful in here because the zombies don't make any noise at all, but the dynamite zombies do. So you got to be careful with them as well, because they can get close to you and just explode next to you and you'll die basically. So go right side of the cave and pick up this dynamite here. And what you'll do is light it up with this torch and put it here. After that, in order for the werewolves to not spawn in, you want to put the vase on top of the pressure plate here. Oh my god, these zombies. This will allow the werewolves to not spawn in. And we can just grab all of this and make sure you grab the jade tablet here as well. And what we also need to look for is a couple more jade tablets. We also need to go over here, because this is where the main room is, where you put the tablets on. And we just got to be careful for these zombies, so they don't make any noise at all. Put the other tablet here, and we'll keep this strange mask for later. And the final piece of the tablet, guys, is if you go walk down there, follow me, just literally keep following here, all the way to the end over this area. Keep going to the left side of the entrance, and it is going to be behind this little minecart. And with that, we can go to the jade room. Once we go back, we just slap the last tablet on the pressure plate, and we'll be able to get all the bonds, and hopefully the jade sword spawns in. It has. So there's plenty of bonds in here, guys. Always a lot of bonds in here, and the jade sword is here as well. I don't really like it that much, but if you guys like to use it, maybe if you're using the necromancer class or something like that, it can be pretty handy. What we need to do now is just find our way out of the cave here, and there's the exit. That was the last point of interest here, and finally after this I'll show you guys the last thing, which is the outlaw town, which is just Mexico. Sell everything we have, and what we're gonna do here is just make sure, I think I just sold the, gotta make sure we have enough snake oils and bandages here. I will sell the jade sword as well because it's not that useful to me. Put the extra fuel in, and we're also just gonna top up on snake oils, and that's it really. We'll check in the general store if there's any armor pieces we're missing, but they don't seem to be selling armor we need, so it's just going to be snake oils for us. We're We have a lot of money, but don't really need anything. What I will do is drop the electrocutioner here. Hopefully lightning strikes it. If not, I'll just put my holy water on top of it. I don't have a lightning rod, so I will just put my holy water just so it has enough ammo. All right, so that's the electrocutioner charged up now. I will grab it, make sure it's in the right slot. So guys, make sure you have enough healing items, and make sure you guys have enough healing items and ammo to finish off the last area here. All right, so we are approaching the final area, actually beating DEADRAILS, and it is Mexico, which is the outlaw town. So what I always do, guys, the first tip is just come outside the area of the turret people's distance and shoot them from here. So you don't want to get close to them, especially how they have auto tracking. These, sometimes the game bugs out and the guy on the right side doesn't spawn in. And same thing with these guys, just play at a distance here and take them out one at a time, so you don't have any problems at all. While you take these guys out, just slowly inch the train forward. And also, guys, like I said, mentioned previously, just make sure your hotbar is full of healing. So just like then, I on the turret nearly just killed me there. And just make sure you have snake oils. Have to make sure you can just survive anything really. And we'll take out the outlaws one at a time and move the train up. And at one point, this guy is glitched right now, but he will spawn in eventually. So what we'll do is go in here and just grab all the bonds. Make sure you go into every house, guys, after you've cleared them out, and just grab every bond here. And like I mentioned previously as well, the Tesla boss is going to spawn in here. That's probably going to be the next hardest opponent to first here. But with the electrocutioner gun, you are not going to have a problem at all. So we'll collect those bonds, and now we'll check the other side here. Make sure we grab the bonds here. And there's the guy. The turret guy finally spawned in. We'll kill him off there. So we do not want him interrupting us. And I think that's it. So what we're going to do now is push the train up a little bit. And before we lower the bridge, just make sure, guys, you have all the snake oils on your hotbar there, because you do not want to be in a situation where you need snake oils and it's not there. So we're going to turn the cogwheel now, and what we're going to do is get close, and we'll probably use the turret for now just to shoot all the outlaws that are about to spawn in. After that, when the Nikola Tesla boss spawns in here, we will be able to use the electrocution on him. Because they spawn in at quite a far away distance, able to just shoot them before they even realize you're shooting at them. So definitely take advantage of the turrets here, especially how you're not using your own ammo. So makes it so much more easier. Don't forget, because I am on Vampire, if you guys are on Vampire as well, the sun does do damage to you, so make sure you pop a snake oil here and there just to make sure. Oh, and I just fell off. Just to make sure you don't die to just sun damage. And with that, Nikola Tesla has spawned in, and what we'll do is use the electrocution on him, and we'll pop a snake oil, anything too reeky, and we've just killed him off now. And that's the hard part really, guys. We just wait here until the timer finishes in about 3 minutes, and soon there'll also be a lot of zombies spawning in. Do have to wait for that, but the main boss of Nikola Tesla is really easy once you have the electrocutioner. I will pop a snake oil and just replenish my bar here for any reason I get close to dying. Seems to be a pretty slow one now. They don't want to spawn any enemies for me. The outlaws are dead, Nikola Tesla's dead. How can we beat this guy? Can't beat me. Alright, it is turning night time now, so it is going to be a little bit more difficult. Actually looks like it's a thunder night, so I will move off into the house just for now. We'll pop a snake oil as well, so we're full HP, and we've got about 1:30 left. But there doesn't seem to be any enemies spawning in. Because during thunder nights, guys, as well, here's another tip. When it is thundering and lightning, zombies don't usually spawn in. They'll be in the areas such as towns and stuff like that, but they will never spawn in randomly in the open. So might be a reason why nothing's spawning in here. We've got about a minute left here. Alright, and the game's about to end here. 3 seconds. Alright, guys, so that is how a level 100 player beats the whole of DEADRAILS. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next DEADRAILS video, guys.